Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Nathan here, and welcome back to Game 6 of the best of 21 series between the Viper and Jordan 23. The score is currently 3-2 to Jordan, and as you saw last time, Jordan won that game pretty damn well actually. It was a pretty long game indeed. It was on the Aztec-Arabia War, so that was definitely a pretty long war as I actually predicted. So well done me, and well done to Jordan as well. And this is going to be Game 6. Let's see if Viper can push this right back to another 3-3-0 situation, another neck-and-neck situation, which would be pretty cool if this were to happen. As you saw in Game 3, I believe, Viper did win that water game, and they were both playing Vikings, and it was definitely a water map. So Viper does definitely seem to be a lot better in water, on water maps. He does seem to have better micro, it seems, with galleys, and he does seem to be slightly faster as well. And so, I don't know, Jordan might be playing really well here, but we shall see what's going to happen. But we do have Jordan 23 playing in blue as the Vikings down to the southwest of the map. He's of course playing against the one, the only, the Viper, and he's of course playing in as the Vikings as well. And in yellow this time, and he's going to be up in the north. So Viking War on Islands, pretty damn exciting stuff actually. Islands is not really a map which we see all that often actually, and that's, I don't really know why. It's kind of like Islands is probably supposed to be one of the maps that are supposed to be played out very, very commonly, I guess. But I don't know why. But as you can see here, the fish here is very, very not spread out evenly. There's lots of fish in some parts, and in other parts there's just very little fish at all. And I don't know why. I don't know if this is actually just a part of the Islands thing, of the Islands map, of the generation, or if it's just completely random, but there is no big fish at all between these guys' islands, and that's kind of interesting because these guys probably not going to be able to dock here for fish in the Dark Age, and I don't know if that's actually just the thing for islands, or if it's just a random thing in this occurrence, but we shall see. We shall see where these guys put their docks. If they do put it out up front, then it does mean that this is probably going to be random. But if they don't, then it's going to mean that they do know there's no fish here, and they will go for the outer, or this side of the map, not in the middle. So it's going to be interesting to see where they put their docks. They could also put it in them on the sides of the island, which are going to be really good if you want to really push in the early feudal age, get your galleys out as fast as possible, and continue to push through and apply pressure on your opponent. And as well as this, there are also mini islands on the islands map, which is kind of cool, I guess. You don't have a whole lot of resource here, but it's going to be able to have something, and it's probably going to be able to provide enough resource to make a lot more galleys or galleons in the Imperial Age, which is probably going to be a thing. If one of these guys put a castle here, then that's definitely be able to secure this. I just had a dock go up for the Viper, and he's docked right here on the front. And, well, he's not going to be very impressed by his fish here, because there are no big fish, which is very bad indeed. This might just be the actual map, actually. This might just be the map's fault, not actually it's not actually part of the islands thing, which is kind of interesting. And, yeah, there we go. And also now Jordan blocking here as well, so he's definitely going to have a better fish, it seems. Although there aren't actually that much fish very nearby. Well, I say that, I take it back. He's got quite a lot of big fish nearby. They're not actually that close to his dock, but there is quite a lot of fish nearby. I count 4 right here, and there's still quite a bit over here as well. So Jordan is looking pretty damn good actually, and as you can see here, he's also gathering from the shorefish, trying to make as much efficiency as possible from these fishermen, from these villagers. And I'm just going to plug in my headphones because I've just realised that I haven't done that. So the sound might be a little bit strange from here, but it's going to be better from now, I guess. Let me just put on my headphones and get into the casting mode of me, and yeah, should be pretty damn interesting. I'm going to lower the volume as well because it's going to hurt my ears. And there we go. This is absolutely perfect, it seems. Nope. I'm going to make it go down a bit more. I'm sorry about this. But there we go. And both these guys on 24 population. Once they get another villager out, which is about now, they will go to the feudal age, or at least research loom as well, because, you know, that's the time you want to research loom. It's going to be really good. Both these guys will then start to rearrange their economy, get all their villagers onto either wood or gold, which is what you need for galleys, and then you'll be lovely, lovely, lovely. And as you can see here, Viper's now adding in a second dock, and he will be adding in a third dock very, very shortly as well. Thankfully, he has managed to find one fish right here, a lovely little Dorado, and well, he's gathering from shorefish as well, which isn't going to be so great, but even so, it's better than no fish. And Jordan here, getting quite a nice little lead here, judging by the fact just because he does have this lovely fish here, and he's probably going to try and get more fish out, which is what he's doing right now. And I don't see a second dock from him just yet, but he will be able to get one very, very soon. Currently now adding lots of villagers onto berries, which is kind of strange. Not entirely sure why. He probably wants to get some, what's it called? Some gold, but he's on 27 population and still not clicking up right here. Looks like he doesn't have the food for it, which is very, very bad indeed. And there we go, he's going to get enough food to get to the feudal wage. That was kind of strange from Jordan there, and a bit messy, but even so, it's still not so bad. He's on 20 population. He does have a ton of fishing ships right here, still producing more. And Viper Mill are going to get up to the feeder wage in just a second, and he's definitely going to be able to get out to those galleys very, very quickly, much quicker than Jordan. And I think he really needs to keep this bit secure, because this gold is going to be really easily harassed. There's only a certain amount of villagers we can actually extract gold from it, mine gold from it, because half of it is just covered by trees, which isn't going to be very efficient. And there we go, the first gallery's out right here, and Viper should be adding the third dock right now. There we go, this is the third dock, and they're going to be producing these galleys from 2 at a time, it seems. Jordan still not to the feeder wage yet. He will be up very, very soon, but for the time being he's just going to need to get the resource in order to make those galleys. I think it will be a wise idea for him to add a fourth dock, just because he's kind of so slow, but it does mean that he did manage to get lots of resource while he was still in the Dark Age. So a fourth dock could be something which we can see, and that's obviously going to be great for him to defend with, and as he can actually produce galleys from 4 fishing ships, 4 docks at a time. And Viper's now heading forwards as Jordan clicks up to the feudal age, and Viper needs to get all his galleys out and do some harassment as quickly as possible, but don't know where he's going, it seems. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's just patrolling around just to protect his galleys, fishing ships even. And well, there we go, Jordan adding his fourth dock right now, and yeah, that obviously was because he has so much surplus wood piling up during that stage. And this could be bad for Jordan. Viper is actually going to be attacking this builder right here, and definitely going to be able to delay this dock, which is really, really nice indeed, and that's going to give Viper a nice little advantage. And Jordan needs to get these galleys out as quickly as possible to either defend this villager and actually attack this galley and drive it back, so that he can actually produce galleys from 4 docks rather than 3. And there we go, 3 galleys at a time, going to be driving Viper back very, very quickly indeed. Viper does not want to be called out, but even so, he might even lose his villager right here. Jordan's villager is so low right here. He could actually try and snipe it off, but it's kind of hard. And Viper now with 1 galley very, very low on health, and in fact it might get sniped off, but no. Viper now going to send that galley back and might just pick off that villager. That was so close indeed, man, so close indeed. And well, Viper now looking pretty damn good actually. He's just applying the pressure right here, sending boats here very, very quickly. But the thing is, Jordan is defending, and it's going to be really easy for him to defend, obviously with these 4 docks, and also the fact that he's defending, so his replenishing rate is going to be much, much quicker than Jordan's, Viper's even. But Jordan now completely surrounded. These guys are pretty low on health, so Viper can actually snipe them off very, very quickly indeed. Adding in a blacksmith, which does mean that he will be going for a fletching. And well, now Viper has got a pretty nice boom going on. His fishing ships are pretty much, well, they're not being harassed at all, which is a good thing. And both these guys now adding in quite a lot of galleys. And finally getting that blacksmith up. That was kind of delayed. Viper does not have a blacksmith either, it seems. Or maybe it's been created right here. And it does look like Jordan will be getting fletching first. And once he gets fletching, he should try to engage. But Viper has got a lot more ships, it seems. And Jordan does not want to engage, otherwise he will probably lose his guys. And he's just going to try and wait for fletching. There we go, fletching's done. He's going to try to take that to his advantage while he can. Or at least try and defend his fishing ships, which are really important actually. He's got lots of fishing ships here. They are his primary source of food income. Obviously with only one villager on farms, that's not going to be so great for getting to the cost wage in time. But Viper has got a ton of food right here, and a ton of fishing ships, ships as well, and that's going to be really great for him. It does mean that he does have the water control more firmly in his favour than in Jordan's, and he will be collecting up to the cost wage in just a little bit of time. Population wise, they are pretty much exactly the same, 57-58 for the Viper. And well, both these guys trying to micro their asses off right here, and it's getting really interesting. It's just so cool to see these galleys getting micro like a completely boss thing, because, you know, microing with galleys is pretty damn hard, unless you're an expert player. And I'm just amazed at how these guys just perform. They're able to multitask so well, just microing their asses off here while they try to have their economy sorted out and all that jazz. And going to be getting to the Imperial Age. No, Imperial Age. The castle age very soon. As you can see here, a market is coming up for the Viper, so he is going to be able to get to the castle age very soon. In fact, he just needs a tiny bit more food, and then he'll be up. Jordan is going to get up as well, but I think he's not going to get up as soon as Viper is. But even so, it's not such a big deal. It's not, well, it is such a big deal actually, and. But it's not such a delay really. But even so, castle wage is going to be doing for the Viper, and Jordan is going to click up very soon. He just needs 200 and or so more food, and he'll be up. And he's just taken out his dock right here, which is going to be really good for him. It does mean that he will be able to push Jordan off water, it seems, or at least try to cut his production. But Jordan now making another dock right here. Obviously that's a good thing to do, but it's always not so. It's always not ideal to keep on adding docks if you have docks being destroyed, as we saw last night. Last night? No, what am I talking about? Just then, last night. And there you go, great. Jordan now up to the castle age as well, and Jordan does have a lot of wood piling up, and. Well, he's going to be able to make those extra 2 TCs very quickly indeed. But as we see here, Jordan has his docks getting taken down, which is not ideal at all. And I don't know why Jordan actually isn't attacking. He does seem to have reasonable numbers of galleys. Let's see right here. Jordan with 20 warships, Viper with 26 right here. So he doesn't have a whole lot more. Viper down actually, but it's still something. And well, this dock is pretty damn low, and it could get taken down once Viper gets to the cast wage, which will be in a second. And I'm just going to speed things up a little bit until we get to the cast wage, and we will definitely be able to see Bodkin Arrow and War Galley straight off the bat. So that's going to be good for Viper. Once he does that, he will be able to attack very soon. There we go. War Galley is up on 24%, and so is Bodkin Arrow right here. Once those are done, he will be able to push in and probably try and destroy these docks. And Jordan still adding in a ton of docks right here, because, you know, why not? Why not? Yeah. But Viper now taking down these docks very quickly indeed. Jordan now finally getting to the cast wage, and Viper now hasn't got extra TCs just yet, but looks like Jordan will go for it. He's going for university. He's going to go for ballistics, it seems, and that's definitely very interesting. And well, his navy is down here, So he's definitely seemed to be losing water control quite rapidly, it seems. Viper is taking down these docks right here, and going to be taking them down very, very quickly indeed. War galleys are just so powerful at taking down buildings. You just can't deny the war galleys' power. And but ballistics has been done for Jordan, and Viper now it also has that as well. I'm not entirely sure about the ballistics sort of technology. I don't know why they actually get it so early. But even so, it's still very useful. It's still going to be great, especially for the player who does have the advantage, which is Viper right now, because of course, once you do win a fight, your opponent will be likely to be running away, and when they run away, your galleys can actually fire them back, keep firing, and be on target, and really just destroy what's left of their puny fleet. But right now, Jordan is just pushing Viper back, it seems. Both these guys on pretty much identical upgrades, it seems, but these guys both lacking the armor, which is kind of important, I guess, especially when you've got such a big amount of galleys. But Viper does seem to have the water firmly in his favour. I can't really say for sure, because these guys both have their galleys just on top of each other, which is kind of hard to see. They've just patrolled each other right here. But anyway, Viper is going to win this one, and he's going to take some more damage right here as Jordan tries to run away, getting a few galleys right here, which is going to be great for him. A Viper on 803 population, and Jordan now on 69, and that's pretty damn good for Viper here. And Jordan might just be forced off water, but he does not want to be losing. He doesn't want to give up just yet, but even so, that was kind of a mistake from Jordan. He's just managed to lose quite a few war galleys right there, getting sniped very quickly as they were just being completed from the docks. And as for the ecos, well, Jordan now on 3 town centres. Viper, it seems, only getting out his second just now, so it's kind of saying something. It does say that Viper is kind of going more heavily into military, navy right here, and it does mean that he did want to press on the attack as soon as possible, as soon as he gets to the castle age, and worry about his economy later. And now adding in his third town centre as well. And meanwhile, Jordan is sitting quite nicely on the 3 as we speak. But he does seem to be losing water control very, very rapidly indeed. Adding in more docks down the south as these docks on the north get taken down, which is never ideal. But you know, facing Viper with water is pretty damn hard. And yeah, there we go. And well, Viper now just needs to push down here and destroy these fishing ships and destroy this navy, and it could perhaps be GG, but Jordan will not give it up just yet. He still wants to produce more galleys, and he might even try to take water back, and my god, I'll be so impressed if he does that. He will be able to do a fire right there, and yeah, he will be able to do a fire. He will be able to do a fire indeed. And but it's going to be interesting to see how Jordan plays this out. He needs to play this very, very well if he wants to regain water control, which is going to be pretty hard with Viper even attacking this shoreline right here, and forcing these villagers off wood, which is never ideal because of galleys cost wood. And Viper now coming in around the back as well, and Jordan needs to try and react before he gets taken down. And I can just see a huge force here as well coming down on the other side, and it looks like Jordan is going to get slightly trapped here. Slightly trapped, it's going to be good. And as Viper veers Jordan, as Viper just gets Jordan to chase him down right here, Viper's coming in around the back over here and possibly going to be able to destroy these fishing ships. Very nice play indeed, and I can see exactly why he's doing that. He just wants to destroy as many of Jordan's fishing ships as possible. But Jordan now standing round, and he's just going to sit back here just to defend what he can. But these fishing ships are going to be really, really bad. They're going to be so exposed. These fishing ships are possibly going to go down to Chinatown very quickly indeed. And Viper going to try and go back on both sides. Very, very nice play by the Viper. He's going to do a lovely little two fronts right here. He's going to attack on 2 fronts. And Jordan cannot do that. He cannot attack on 2 fronts. Oh man, that's so bad, man. But Jordan now going to the Imperial Age. Viper is up just after him, and man, I'm still so impressed with Jordan actually. he's kind of actually been able to hold it off just for now, and he's gone to the Imperial Ridge much faster, well, kind of faster than the Viper, but even so, he's losing a hell of a lot down here, and that's never going to be a good thing for him to do. But then again, Jordan has got a pretty large navy now. He's got a pretty damn large navy. He's going to be able to get Galleon very quickly as well, and possibly going to try and destroy what's left over here of Viper's navy. But Jordan probably needs to get a castle out. A castle would be really good, because that's obviously going to be able to just hold so much eco in his in him. He's going to be able to protect so much with just one castle. Obviously, one castle around on near this peninsula is going to deny so much access down here, and that's going to be so good for Jordan if he can actually do that. But since Jordan does not have any stone income, he can't do that. Meanwhile, the Viper looks like he's going to get a castle out actually, and it'll be interesting to see where he puts it. He might go for a landing and put it right here, just to be a complete, I don't know, yeah. But it'll be cool if he does that. Or he could actually put castles around his base, or even put a castle right here just to get more gold, it seems. Because the gold on his island is starting to run out very, very quickly indeed. And that's going to be good, because Viper does seem to have water control quite firmly. And Jordan now is just boxed in here, unable to really do that much, but once he gets Galleon out and brace out and all that jazz, he's going to be able to push Viper back. But Viper obviously does not want to force an engagement with just war galleys against these galleons, soon to be galleons anyway. But Viper with a super damn good huge navy right here. Both these guys have pretty large navies, but Viper does seem to have a huge number right here. Jordan is losing quite quickly, and I don't think War Galleon will be a good idea, especially when he's losing so many dudes over here. But Galleon's done as he tries to escape, but Viper now going to try and press on the attack. He's going to be able to take down so many more Galleons right here, and he's got Galleon done for himself. Man, that's so good for him. Bracer is done as well, and that just leaves chemistry, and these will be pretty much fully upgraded galleons, and chemistry is done being done right here. Viper, Jordan even does not have the, I don't think he does have it right. Oh, he does have it, and as you can see here, he's just shooting so cool, such cool projectiles. Fiery flaming infernos right here, just completely wrecking Viper's ships right here. But Viper with a pretty damn huge navy right here, and he's going to be able to produce, he's going to be able to destroy these docks. And you know, when there's no docks, there's no ships, and that's going to be pretty much over for Jordan. And well, Jordan does still have a pretty damn huge navy. I have to give him that. Kudos to him. He's still producing galleons so quickly. He's just got so many docks down here, which are just producing these galleons like he's just producing like a maniac, and Viper's just going back right here. But he's coming forward around the other side again, and looks like he's now putting up a castle on this island. Going to be able to get this gold firmly in his control. That's going to be good for him. And as you can see here, Jordan now with a tiny gold mine left, and oh, he does actually have quite a lot right here as well. Quite a lot of resource for both these guys actually, and yeah, that's going to be good for both these guys. And this could be a pretty long game, because Jordan's holding out quite nicely here. He does seem to have a nice navy. It's very concentrated, I can tell you that. He's got a huge force right here, and a pretty large force here as well. But then again, so does Viper. Both these guys have their navies kind of separated. They have two separate navies right here, just to sort of protect and hold their positions. And an outpost here for Jordan. He's going to try to get that visibility going, just to see if Viper may be going for a landing, which will be really cool if he does, but it looks like he won't be going for one. Let's just check right here. Galleon. No, he's not going to go for a transport ship anytime soon. And well, it'll be cool if he does, but no, he's not going to be able to do that. But Viper has still got quite a lot of gold, stone right here. So he could be going for another castle drop. And man, if he goes for a castle drop right here, that's going to be so good. It does mean that he's able to produce those amazing berserks. And no, but he does seem to be saving up for a castle, as Jordan puts a castle right here as well. But if Viper just comes in here on both sides, he might even just take this, but it's going to be close because Jordan still has a pretty large navy on both sides, and it's going to be really hard to see who's actually going to win this. Obviously both these guys have just patrolled their units in, and man, this is absolutely crazy. What a game. What a game indeed. I still don't know who's actually going to win this, actually, because in terms of score, Viper does seem to be a lot ahead, but you know, Jordan's not actually that far behind in terms of population. In terms of military, then it's not actually that far behind. I say that, I take that back. Jordan on 49 warships, while Viper is sitting on a lovely 72. But you know, Jordan has been holding out for quite a long time actually, considering that he has been pushed right back from pretty much the early feudal age, it seems. He had that delayed feudal start, which was start feudal age time, which did mean that Viper did manage to get those galleys out a lot faster. But you know, Viper isn't really pushing in a whole lot, but he's coming in now with both of his guys right here, coming in on both sides, and might even be able to destroy what's left of Jordan's fleet. But he just needs to get all these guys back here to just come around and try and destroy what's left of Jordan. But it's going to be close, but this could be the final battle, it seems. This could be the final naval battle. If Jordan gets surrounded here on this little bay, he could be in a bit of trouble, and this could be pretty bad for Jordan. But Jordan still has quite a lot of guys, just in such concentrations, huge concentrations that's here, and Viper's just sending them in drips and drabs. It's not really great for him. Because Vipers just seem to be losing battles after battles, because Jordan is just facing Viper with the whole of his navy, and well, this could be the final battle that decides who's going to be the victor of Game 6. And if Viper just comes in here and comes around the back and just completely traps Jordan, and if Viper just uses all of these fishing ships, all these guys, and comes down here just to help her out along this fight as well, this could be the end for Jordan. This could be their end. And no, I'm sounding so enthusiastic right now, but it does seem that this is going to go towards the Viper, unless Jordan pulls out something really, really nice indeed, which does seem to be pretty unlikely. But Viper now with pretty much 1k or more than 1k of everything, it seems, and Viper, well, same goes for Jordan, it seems, and he doesn't actually have a lot of food, but it's not a big deal since, you know, you don't need food for galleons. And well, it's kind of close right here. Viper losing quite a lot of galleons right here, and so is Jordan, but Jordan's still holding his ground. And Viper just laughing right here. Jordan laughing as well, yeah, there we go. My god, that was a huge battle right here. Both these guys taking pretty heavy casualties, and these guys need to regroup. But man, Viper, I think Viper is just overestimating the amount of galleons that Jordan has. Jordan does not actually have a lot. They are just in huge concentrations, which might be a kind of a psychological effect that Jordan does have a bit more. But if Viper just comes in around here and just goes head on, he would be able to destroy Jordan's navy. Jordan is sitting on 40 warships, whilst Viper is on 84. Oh my god, he's got so many galleons right here. He's got double the amount. He could just go in here and completely destroy Jordan, actually. And I don't know why he's not doing that, but he could do that. I'm just going to speed things up, actually, and see what's going to happen. And cannon galleon research complete as well for Viper here, so it looks like he will be going for cannon galleons right here, but he's population capped, and my god, he's got so much resource here. He could be producing galleons and galleys and all that jazz all day long. And well, if he does have galleons, it does mean that he will be going to bombard the shoreline, and possibly going to be able to destroy some ships as well with these galleons out in front. But we've got another huge naval battle here, and it does seem that Viper will be able to win this one. He's got reinforcements coming very, very quickly indeed. Elite Cannon Galleon's done for Viper. My god, that is saying something. He's got so much resource in the bank, and he's just got so many Galleons right here. This is so good for Viper. And Jordan's saying, well played. And there we go, my god. And wow, Jordan trying to get a castle right here on the front. Didn't really do that much. But he's got so many villies here, just trying to get the castle up. Oh man, what a game. What a game. That was a pretty darn good game actually. I loved it that. I enjoyed it so much. We've got such huge naval battles. And you know, post-imperial sea battles are just so cool to watch. You get huge, so many warships here, so many galleons just firing these awesome projectiles at each other. So good. So good. I didn't see so much harassment. I just saw lots of a lot of battles and ships destroying ships. No villager deaths, not many villager deaths it seems actually, which is kind of surprising. But we didn't have a landing, which is kind of bad, or actually a bit disappointing. But even so, that was a pretty darn good game, and that goes to the Viper. And man, this is now a 3-all situation. Let's see who's going to win Game 7, and I will see you very shortly in Game 7. I'm Nathan, and I'm out.